New from our investigative team, an assistant police chief, temporarily serving as the primary chief, appeared in court to have his criminal past removed from his record. And as our investigative reporter Rob LaPro reports, the case involves a guilty plea of sex with a minor, something that could bar him from honoring his pledge to the badge.
No comment at all at this moment.
So you don't want to comment on the charges or the case itself?
Well, for the case and charges, I paid for that 27 years ago. I paid my debt to society, and I won't be done with it.
On a typical Tuesday at the Avoyelles District Court, it was anything but that for this assistant police chief, serving the town of Moorville. In February, Moorville announced the then chief, Nick Ducote, was resigning from his position, and that Assistant Chief Craig Lee would step in to fill the gap while they search for a new acting chief. But Chief Craig Lee has a past on the other side of the badge. Back in January 1998, Lee pled guilty to having sex with a minor. He was 26 at the time. And what are those charges?
I'll let you get the court records on it.
So do you think that they're serious at all?
No, I don't think so.
Court records KLB obtained show he was supposed to serve 3 years in prison, but that was lowered to 2 years of supervised probation. A majority of his case is still sealed, but the docket history shows the crime was eventually expunged from his record, but later challenged by the Louisiana Bureau of Investigation. Tuesday morning, Lee appeared in district court to fight back, but backing down the state lawyers in the courtroom, pulling his expungement request. Do you have any plans to bring the expulsion case again?
Yes,
to expulp the cases?
Yes, I do.
Were you aware that LSP were coming?
No, I wasn't.
Before our cameras began rolling, we questioned Lee on if those charges affected his duties as an officer of the law. He told us he could run checks on license plates, but could not access criminal records or perform background checks. Our sources close to the matter confirmed that claim. But when our cameras were turned on him, do those charges affect your public duties?
No comment.
No comment on how they affect your duties?
No comment at all.
We headed to Moorville Town Hall to question Mayor Beryl Holmes on the decision to appoint Lee as interim chief. We could not get her on camera, but she responded saying she was aware of the case in itself, but would not comment past that, deferring us to Avoyelles District Attorney Charles Riddle. Riddle tells us Mayor Holmes was aware of the charges against Lee, but she had no intentions of ever promoting him to a permanent role as acting police chief. What do you expect of the town when this eventually becomes public?
I don't know. We're going to talk about that whenever I get back. Appreciate it. Thank you.
In Avoyelles, Rob LaPearl, KAL.